country, when it talks about its past, it has different pasts, different narrations of its past. The history is very different from whose point of view we look at it. So, when we talk about a glorious past, whose past are we talking about? We talk about the greatness of this nation. We talk about the valor. We talk about the art, literature, the temples, architecture, and the philosophy. But we cannot forget the people who found no space or place in history. We cannot forget the untouchables, the unseeables, and the women who were pushed into fire in the name of honor. Today we celebrate that, and I stand in this floor of this house hanging my head in shame because we had to listen to something like that. But this government, this union government under the BJP, tries to create a unitary culture promoting oneness. One nation, one ration, one nation, one tax, one nation, one market, one language, one exam, one election, one nation, one religion, one nation, one party. This is where what you're trying to lead to. But you have to understand that that will never happen.
Never.
This country has seen enough. This country has withstood enough, and our people, the people of this nation, will fight. You could not listen to this Mr. Rahul Gandhi when he spoke here. You were interrupting because you're not used to listening. It is something which you don't know how to do.
Listen to sense. Listen to sense.
The government has been curtailing the freedom of speech vehemently, both inside and outside of the parliament. And it tries to create an aura of fear in many ways. We know, with all the tools in your hands. And
Shame. Shame on your tools. Your tools, yeah. All your tools.
This government has actively diminished.
Don't get distracted.
This government,
She's not yielding. She's not yielding.
This government has actively diminished the space available for dissent, debate, and discussion. Making the people voiceless does not ensure continued power, but it will create simmering discontent and resentment. You don't know when it will become into flames. You cannot rule by fear and fear alone. But in the midst of all this, the government is turning a blind eye, and we saw the virulent, strong support which the treasury benches had when issues like corporate misgovernance and Adani was brought up here. How strongly you responded to it, reacted to it, and supported it, and you were shielding it.
Shielding. Shame.
So, the sad thing is, there is a misgovernance and there's a manipulation of valuation. But your reply is only one, which says that it is against the nation. It's unpatriotic. It is against India. The same Hindenburg report, the same Hindenburg has given reports about 15 institutions, some in the US, some in China. None of these countries said it is against the country. It was against the institution. But when we are talking about Adani, it becomes against the country.
Anti-Indian.
So I am really confused. I really want, you started calling India Bharat. Now I want to know what is the next progress. What is India? What is Adani? If talking against Adani is talking against India, I really want a clarification.